Hi, it's me, Ingrid INFP. And I just had a meltdown. Or not a meltdown, more like a shutdown, I guess. I'm still trying to figure those terms out. I just. I can't really talk. Like, talking is difficult, and I don't think that I have the words to say what I. Or if I want to talk, you know. This has happened to me before. The shutdown. I'd meant to have good conversations with my friends, and then I end up messing it all up. I don't know how to be pleasant, I guess. Have to just have a normal conversation with people around me and alienating everybody from me. Alienating myself from everyone. And yeah, I don't know, it's because I got really emotional. And it feels like my brain has stopped. I was having a conversation with my best friend, and we had a great conversation, and then he starts asking me about how, like, what I'm planning to do on my holidays, and then I realized, like, shit, I haven't planned anything. So, yeah, planning vacation is, for context, it's part of my therapy. Sorry, I when I get like this, I get like tremors in my body. And it's kind of scary sometimes. I don't really know why my body is reacting to me like this right now, but I think that's because it kind of touched a nerve that, like, metaphorically. Because my goal for this therapy was, there wasn't really a goal, right? But it was something that I wanted to do, and I wanted to get to by the end of my therapy, was to plan a solo trip, because I'm so dependent on my parents and everything, and they're not bad parents, and I love them, you know. And now that I wasn't going to be going to Japan, I thought, well, maybe I would be able to plan a trip to Scotland and visit my parents in France. But I don't know if that's going to be possible, because the dates that my family decided to choose for their vacation and everything, it just, I don't know if it's going to work. And I feel like such a useless person who can't even plan a trip out. Like, I can't book tickets, and I can't I like researching things, but then deciding on things is very difficult, and planning so that everything fits in right in the schedule. And at the same time, I don't want to just go there and have no schedule because, well, that's scary too. And I've never planned a solo trip. Anytime that I've gone to a trip, it's been to visit somebody else that I know, even if it's other countries, or it's been with my family. So it's scary for me to book a trip, even though I really want to. And that kind of leads to me just listening to what my parents are saying, because then, you know, I want the comfort that they bring. And I'm not saying that that's wrong, it's just that it kind of clouds my judgment. And I need to stand my ground, and that I want to do my own planned trip as well. I just don't know how to put these things together. Here I am crying at like 11 on a weekday. Because I don't know where to start when it comes to planning for a trip. And I'm not looking for advice, because I'm not going to even listen to any advice. And I feel there's never enough time. And of course there's going to be setbacks, you know, and nothing ever really goes according to plan. But I wish it did, just for the fact that I'm doing such a difficult thing. Couldn't it like at least be possible? At the moment I'm not even sure that going to Scotland is going to be possible because of this. And then I feel extremely ungrateful, because it's not like that somebody got sick and that's why I can't do my trip. It's just, I don't know. You know, I've saved my money, and I'm working on trying to spend my money in ways that will make me happy, and then like this doesn't make me happy, this planning stage. But I want to do this, it's just I can't plan and organize. So yeah, it scares me to just open the computer and try to figure out the tickets and such. Like, I don't know. And I mean, Scotland was my plan B after Japan, and I don't even think I'll be able to do that. So, you know, I know that these things are not, you know, I can always plan these trips for later dates, but this is when I have my holiday, you know. I don't have unlimited amounts of holiday. So I want to use these days well, but instead I guess I'll just have to stay at home or something. Also, I wanted to go to Pride, and my parents, not knowing that I'm gay, I mean, they will raise some eyebrows if they figure out that I want to be in Stockholm at a certain date. That happens to be Pride. And that their idea of the holiday is messing up that, because they want to see me like exactly on that day. So yeah, it feels like I'm giving up a lot of things anyway, even though the whole point of the exercise is for me to do something for myself without taking into account others. And instead I have to take into account others all the time anyway. Yeah. And it just goes to like a lot of deep things within me. Yeah. Like the fact that I feel like I'm useless, I can't even plan something, and I feel ashamed, and I feel angry at myself for making this so difficult for myself, and for getting sad about this. And you know, this is like such a first world problem. Like I have the opportunity to go on a holiday, and it's like I get sad because I can't spend it in the way that I want. But this is actually like important. This was an important trip for my therapy. And I don't want to just give up, but I just feel like such a loser for not being able to do simple things that everybody else seems to be able to do. And feel like a loser for complaining for things that other people only dream to have the privilege to do. And I feel so drained, like my brain has no brain cells. And this ties in with a lot of other things. I don't know, it goes deep, pretty much. And yeah, when I go into shutdowns, I often can't really say much, so this was a lot of talking, I guess. I've only gone into real shutdowns like a few times in my life, but this is just a regular shutdown, I guess. Where it's like my brain is like I'm dissociating out of my brain, my body, I don't know. Like I can sit here and I can just like stare into space and not know really what I'm thinking about and not really be here and yeah, I had a shutdown like a year ago, and that was bad. I've had a few shutdowns, I don't know when was the last time, but well, I had a shutdown when I was with my boss a few months ago, where he was telling me to plan my life, pretty much, and then I started crying and I couldn't speak. I felt like there was a lump in my throat that was going to destroy me. And my boss kept talking and asking me questions, and I was supposed to answer, and I did answer it, but it felt like I was chewing wood or something. And yeah, and it took me ages afterwards. It took me several days before I could be okay again. And a few days off work, 2 days off work after that shutdown. I also had a shutdown when my INFJ friend left. I basically sat on a bench and could not speak, could not move, could just cry soundlessly, silently. And the words would come out, but with difficulty. And there came, some drunk guy came by, and it was dangerous, It's dangerous to have a shutdown in public, because men will take advantage of that. They'll see a girl crying and they'll be like, oh yeah, I can take advantage of her. Thank God that my friends were around, even though my ex-friend had just left me. He did defend me in that moment, so I'm really grateful for him for doing that. But I think that people don't really understand shutdowns, well, I don't either, but I think that my friends thought that I was being rude, or that I was being too self-absorbed or whatever, or that I was thinking about death or whatever, or cold. But that's not what it was. It was that I had shut down, I had disconnected, I could not do anything. I was paralyzed and just could not do anything. And so this shutdown is not as bad, obviously, as those. I kind of felt in a similar way. It feels like, well, on the outside it feels like you're just sitting there staring at a wall and not responsive. Inside you feel like you want to run away and scream at the top of your lungs and escape and leave. And I don't know if it's like, the fight or flight response, or it's like the fawn or play dead syndrome kind of thing. But yeah, I've unfortunately developed a sort of knack at playing dead somehow, or fawning. Yeah, I don't know why I'm making this video, my brain is not going very fast. It's going quite slow, even though I'm saying words fast, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of like I'm on a autopilot mode in this video. And it makes me kind of trip on words and not say the right ones. And I can't have eye contact with the camera really. I mean, I could try, but yeah. I'm usually quite a chatty person, I guess. But now, I don't know, maybe I'm just tired. I had a pretty difficult conversation with a patient's son who wants to do a dementia thing on his dad. And I was like, well, your dad says no, that they don't want to. He doesn't want to get dementia diagnostics, so we can't force him. And then the son got really mad at me and said that like I was his doctor, and so this is my dad that you're talking about, and blah blah blah, and I got so much shit. This is completely unrelated to why I'm having difficulty now, but it has weighed on me throughout the day, because it's difficult to be in a conflict. It's difficult to have to deal with people and having to, I don't even know what I don't even know what originally this video was about. I mean, I know this about shutdowns, but what was it? Kind of funny. Oh yeah, about the people. The trips. That's it. Yeah. The trips. Yeah, I don't know. I can't book a trip. I feel paralyzed and incapable of doing it. And that's really embarrassing and hard, and I hate myself for it. And I don't know. There isn't really a solution to that. So I want to try again, but it just fills me with dread to have to do that. I don't know, part of this might be also where me stopping my meds, and I'm not okay. And it's like I can be really happy and like doing well, and then like these things happen, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I'll end this video now because nobody wants to watch this, I guess. I don't know why I'm making this. I guess for myself to watch myself at a shutdown, maybe. A shutdown where I can semi-communicate, because I have been able to talk on this video, and I know that sometimes when I'm in a shutdown, I'm like, I can't even talk, or I can't even, I need to just like curl in a ball in my bed and just stare at the ceiling or something like that. And it feels really constraining and physically like I'm in a cage, and I can't get out. And the whole point of my therapy was to work on getting out of my cage, and instead like these things make me feel like I create cages and can't get out, and I'm stuck. Yeah, this was a weird video and a weird topic, and I don't know if I haven't taken any drugs, if that's what you're asking. I just I don't like this sometimes when it's when um, when I can't talk, when I can usually feel something coming on, so I usually can warn my friends before it gets too late, you know. But yeah, after I talked to my friends, I went into a full shutdown for a few minutes, and now I'm back, I guess, and I can talk, but my brain is not fully online yet. So I'm going to get a good night's sleep, I hope. If I don't get a bunch of nightmares or whatever, and then I hope I feel better tomorrow. But I felt like I went to record this for oh yeah, I don't know, sometimes I get shaky. It's the it's the tension, I guess. I think that when you're tense, then like sometimes your brain doesn't really get it and makes your legs shake or something, like the adrenaline or something. Anyway, I'm going to try to get to bed, and yeah, I hope that you guys have a great day, even though you've been watching me for some reason have a shutdown. Yeah, so yeah, bye.